Hello everyone. Mike Thiemer, South Brunswick Terminal, road driver. I want to go over today about the forward-facing cameras and the e-logs, and let you know exactly what's going on. But before I get started with that, I want to give a large shout out to the guys down there in Charlotte and East Philly for all their hard work they've done. Putting in a lot of time and dedication to get to the table and get a contract going here, and shout out to you guys. Let's remember, it was only a year and a half ago when Don Brown came to these meetings. I know he did in South Brunswick, I know he did in Cinnaminson, I know he did it in East Philly, and stood there and tried to scare the men in the room by holding up a blank piece of paper and telling everybody that they will not go to the table, they will not negotiate, and the contract will start with a blank piece of paper. That's false. The contract's going to start with what we have now, what's given to us now, and go from there up. We don't go backwards. We go from there up. So a large shout out to you guys down there in Charlotte and East Philly. As soon as our decision comes out of the circuit court, we'll be sitting there alongside you guys. Talking about the forward-facing cameras. They came to meetings. South Brunswick, we didn't have a meeting. We had a little 5-minute pre-shift by our OM. Okay, and we asked them a lot of questions about the forward-facing cameras. Are they going to be on us? He said no. We asked him also, okay, you're saying there's no forward-facing camera. That camera is going to be up in the windshield. How about that tablet that's going to be on the dashboard looking at you? Most tablets have cameras on them. Are they going to be on us? We'll get back to you. That was a month and a half, 2 months ago. They haven't gotten back to us. We asked about voice recording. Same answer. We'll get back to you. Okay? Now, we know there have been meetings in other centers and hubs. We know that they're in a couple locations already, the forward-facing cameras and the e-logs. They're being told in the other meetings now, there's one hub that's going to be rolling it out the weekend of July 10th when we go on the new bids, the road drivers. And there's an outside company going to come in and do all the trucks for the whole, throughout the fleet for the whole weekend there. A month ago, they were told forward-facing cameras, no camera on you. Now, in their last meeting last week, now they're being told, well, some of the tablets will have cameras on you. Some. Then when questioned about it, well, we had to buy up and empty out the shelves of the e-logs, the tablets. Okay. Well, South Brunswick's slated to have theirs done June of next year. So why'd you have to empty out the shelves then? Could have ordered them without cameras. This is being rolled out, in increments. Why'd you have to empty out the shelves? See, the company has a credibility problem. Everybody during the campaign was saying about half-truth. The company's saying half-truth. Well, I don't believe in half-truth. A lie is a lie. Whether it's a white lie, a half lie, whatever. A lie is a lie. This all started 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, in Richmond. Okay? Because of a scorecard. A driver 20 years or 18 years on the job, never having an accident. Had one accident and lost his job. He got his job back today once this whole union movement started, because they saw how it was starting to spread throughout the company about the union. And they gave him his job back. Okay? But us here in the East Coast, we stood by you guys in Richmond. And we got this thing rolling alongside with you. We stood by your side. This camera stuff is 10 times more important than that scorecard. If you ever needed a contract where you had the correct verbiage written in it to protect you from these cameras and being disciplined by them, now's the time. 10 times more important than that scorecard ever will be. This is your future. The stuff that could be added into these programs is beyond anything you can think of. I could just imagine what it's going to be like 5 years from now, 4 years from now, 3 years from now. The programs they could add into this e-log. Okay? The company doing it, from what I understand, is a company called PeopleNet. Look them up, Google them. Okay? I have a couple of screenshots I took from their website. First of all, they manage the workforce. Think of those words. Manage the workforce. Okay? They can check everything. They will know your location at every given time. Accurately locate each of your vehicles. Track your valuable assets and predict delivery times. View trucks on a standard or satellite image-based map. Print the truck mileage and route reports. Know time and location and determine the vehicle's speed. So, again, we're living in a nanny state. And I understand the company's end with the forward-facing cameras. Okay? Me personally, you guys out there may have a problem. Me personally, I don't have a problem with the forward-facing camera, and I'll tell you why. You're on a 3-lane highway. Now, how many of this times does this happen to us when we're out there? All the time. On a 3-lane highway, you're in the right lane. Where you should be. Slow lane. And there's a car all the way out in the fast lane in the left lane. And you're coming up on an exit. And at that last minute, that car realizes it needs to get off that exit. And it cuts across you 3 lanes and to go off the ramp. And you hit it. Rear end it. Without that forward-facing camera, you'd be liable for a rear-end accident. But now, with the camera, it's going to prove you innocent. I get that. I had a hard time understanding the forward-facing cameras in the beginning, myself. But that's the truth about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It is going to save some jobs. Forward-facing cameras. Okay? So, I really don't have a problem with that. Okay? But, the inside cameras, it's an invasion of privacy. That truck is your office. How about we set cameras up in manager's office and keep a camera on them 24/7? Let's do that. In your CM, terminal center manager's office, or your OM's office. How about we keep a camera on them 24/7? Guys, come on, man. It's time to stand up and fight for your rights. Where are we going here? You know, I remember years ago when New York City and other places started the ban on cigarette smoking in the bars. Okay? That was their foot in the door to start it in other places. Okay? Now it's in cars with children in it. Okay? Next it's going to be your house. And I don't, listen, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying you give them an inch, they take a foot. Okay? This is going to get worse. I have a big problem with cameras on me. The other thing, gain control of your driver and fleet performance. Vehicle management is a real-time driver and vehicle performance evaluation tool that monitors your vehicle's engine via the data bus to help you better manage operating costs and run your fleet more effectively. The information is delivered to you real-time alarms or scheduled data downloads. You know how your truck's performing on the road from speed, RPM, distance, PTO usage, and fuel efficiency and idle time. This is only the beginning, guys. It's going to monitor everything that truck is doing or you're doing. And if you ever needed a contract at any given time to protect you from discipline, because they're going to get you. They're going to get you for smoking in the truck. They're going to get you for taking a sip of your coffee or a drink. They're going to get you for having no seatbelt on. Okay? I understand in some places already that have them rolled out, they've been calling people in and questioning them and asking them on certain things that they've seen done wrong already. And there's going to be a third party involved in this. And they are going to be watching the cameras on you. The cameras facing forward is going to be done by your anti-collision, or if you turn hard or brake hard. It's going to collect data 8 seconds forward, 4 seconds backwards. My understanding. Okay? But that camera on that tablet is going to be on you 24/7. Guys, it's time to stand up. I don't need somebody micromanaging my everyday work. I give 150% every day I come into work. I do my job. We don't need somebody monitoring us 24/7 with a camera on us. Let's put a camera on the managers, if that's the case. Let's be fair across the board. This is what you want to do. Come on, guys. Richmond, you started this two and a half years ago. We had your back and we stood up for our rights for that driver down there in Richmond. Okay? You guys that are actively out there right now, standing out in front of your place with the Teamsters handing out flyers, I'm proud of you guys. You guys are doing the right thing. Don't be afraid. It's all scare tactics with this company. Everything is to scare you, beat you down, make you afraid to open your mouth. Don't be afraid to open your mouth. Louisville, East Dallas, Cali, Nashville, Chicago. All these places going on right now and more. There's a lot more to come. This isn't over. Far from over. This fight's going to go on for a long time. Why? Because we're tired of it. We want a contract. And this is our fight. We want protection in our contract, protecting us from losing our job over silly things. Stand up, guys. Don't be afraid to voice your opinion. Thank you. Have a great 4th of July weekend, guys.